like to do right now is I'd like to bring up Melrose, if we could. Melrose, I want him because he has a real nose on the streets of what's happening. He's around Hollywood Boulevard, near Hollywood, and near the Hollywood and Highland place, right?
Yes.
And so you see a lot of things. Talk in the mic one time would be wonderful. How many years have you been doing radio?
25.
Good. Okay, so with that, let's do this. You
Yes.
have a new segment here.
Yes.
What are you going to call this segment?
5 minutes about the history of the Sunset Strip.
Why don't we just call it History of the Sunset Strip?
Yeah.
And here he is with Melrose Larry Green. Give him a nice hand.
How are you, folks? Let's set the time here. This is going to be 5 minutes. Now, the Sunset Strip is very interesting. I'm going to talk about things right in this area.
Can I just say one thing?
Yes.
There's no clock.
11:30. I'm going to stop at 11:37. Now it's 4.5 minutes. So, let's talk a little bit about the Chateau Marmont Hotel. Built in 1936.
Wow.
We all know John Belushi died there. You know, Lindsay Lohan is not allowed in there. She owes them $50,000 in unpaid bar tabs. And you know the parking lot across the street from there where the Coconut Teaser used to be, now that near the McDonald's? No, the one on the south side of Sunset Boulevard. That parking lot at Crescent Heights? Easy. That is the parking lot from Joni Mitchell's song Big Yellow Taxi. They paid Paradise and put up the parking lot. Paradise was the Garden of Allah Apartments where Jane Wyman lived when she was married to Ronald Reagan, and Orson Welles lived upstairs. Allah was a famous actress, and she was annoyed by his typing on typewriter as he was typing Citizen Kane. He was upstairs. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this building right here. We all know that it was Ciro's before it was the Comedy Store. But did you know that it was also the Crazy Horse? You know that? A twisting club. Like Chubby Checker, it would do the twist. And then it was called It's Boss. What's that?
Demonstrate a little bit?
That's a waste of seconds. But
Not good, not good.
that's interesting. And we all know that when it was It's Boss, Bob Dylan played here, and the Byrds. It had 2 incarnations of Ciro's, and you don't need me to tell you about this room, the belly room. But this is where many of the mafia moguls hung out upstairs.
I know! It's filled with all the abortion baby ghosts.
Yeah! Abortion baby! Yeah!
Now, right next to the Comedy Store, the Andaz Hotel, was the Riot House where Led Zeppelin and the Rolling Stones threw TVs out of windows and rode motorcycles down the hall.
They can do it.
What I'm seeing here are there people, you're telling some great stories.
Yes.
And your voice is so soothing that you just want to listen more.
Yes.
And then some guys try to interrupt you by saying something. Stop, Bushman. Let him do his 5 minutes.
River Phoenix died at the Chateau
Okay, but
Yes.
no, that's wrong.
No,
That's
the
wrong.
Viper room, the Viper room,
The Viper Room.
Which was
Maybe in Africa that's what you heard, but not here.
It was owned by Johnny Depp. It's not owned anymore. It used to be called the Central. Chucky Weiss played there Monday nights.
Goes right back to Chucky's in Love by Ricky Lee Jones.
That's right. And Johnny Depp, by the way, moved to L.A. from Miramar, Florida, to be a rock star. He met Nicolas Cage at a party, and Nicolas Cage said to him, "There's a lot more money in the movies." And that's how he became a movie star.
Whoa.
But as you know, I know you know everybody. Is that really Norm Macdonald on your machine?
Well, it's
You're a
on-
big player.
Actually, I just followed him.
You're a big player. That's big enough. I mean, to be with Don Barris is a great honor. You enjoying my little segment, folks? You know, Johnny Depp is in a band called the Hollywood Vampires with Alice Cooper. Well, I just want to wrap it up for this week by talking about...
Can I say this?
Yes.
If you're talking about Johnny Depp, and on there, on the Hollywood Vampires album, they do a song called Come and Get It. Tell me who wrote it, who sang it and why that group is special.
I don't know any of these.
All right? I'll help out with this. I'll take it from here. The group was the band called Badfinger. They were the first band to be signed by the Beatles. Come and Get It was a song that Paul McCartney wrote.
Yes.
And
Get it.
if you want it, here it is. Come and get it. The Hollywood Vampires do that. And who do they bring on to sing it? Paul McCartney.
Wow.
Whoa.
Give it up to your host.
You're the man.
So last thing, I want to talk the last thing about the Viper Room we talked about. Oh yeah, Tower Records. Do you know that Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses, they're both sleeping over there, they enjoy my segments. See, I have that effect on people.
They're partied out.
Axl Rose used to work at Tower Records. It's no longer Tower
So
Records.
did Slash worked over at
Slash.
Tower Records.
That's right.
He worked at
That's right.
Tower
Yeah, and Axl Rose at Tower Video.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's the opposite way that you
I
should.
stand. All right, and Elton John did a concert there about a month and a half ago before the Oscars.
Can I tell you something real quick? Elton John at that Tower Records that you're talking about. I don't know if you remember it. They had 3 cash registers. You'd get in line and then you'd walk. I got in line, and lo and behold, who is to my left? Elton John.
Sir Elton John.
Now, as a kid, I would read these stories about Elton John and how much he loved going to the record store, going and buying, first of all, replacing all the CDs, but we've got to stop right there because we have somebody else.